Hi, welcome to my yoga video. Today we're going to be working on both intermediate, close to advanced level of yoga, but if you like this and think you can do more, I would highly suggest going to P90X yoga because that's where a lot of this is inspired from. That's the yoga I always did, so that's where a lot of this is coming from. I got my good friend here today. He's done yoga once with me, again doing the P90X yoga, and this is his first day doing this routine, and he just wants to show modifications if he can't do certain things. Also, I'm going to help and use him to show form just in case you're not quite there. So it's pretty simple. We're going to start calm, cool. We're going to start namaste breathing. 5 breaths, deep. Close your eyes if you want, and let's go. One more. Good. So, big tip for today is just stay calm, make sure to breathe. It's going to be a bit tricky with some holds, but you know what, just do your best. So now we're going to mountain pose, or if you'd like to call it wide leg stretch, hamstring stretch, sorry. What we're going to do is start namaste. We're going to inhale, arms up, and exhale, bring the arms down, going down to the ground. You can put your hands on the ground. You can pull the back of your legs if you want a bigger stretch. Fold your arms, whatever you'd like to do. Don't forget to breathe. Keeping those legs straight. If you can't go down too far, that's okay. Just go down until you feel the stretch. Still nice, deep breathing. If you want, you can rock side to side. What I want everyone to do is put your hands to the ground. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Both hands touching your right foot. Now walk your hands back over to your left foot. Both hands touching. Now come back center, hold for another couple seconds. Bend your knees a bit, round your back, and just roll up, nice and slow. Alright, bring your feet together, back to namaste. What I want everyone to do is inhale your arms up. Now reach out of your shoulders, try to touch the ceiling. Now kicking your right hip to the right, drop your left hand down, and stretch across over to your left side. Keeping your arms straight, no kink, and looking up to the eye of the elbow. Now inhale, both arms up again. Do the same thing the other side. Got left hip to the left, drop the right hand down, keeping that arm straight and looking up to the elbow. Inhale, both arms up. Now exhale, both arms down, back to namaste. Now we're going to do a simple quadricep stretch, thigh stretch. You may have heard it called flamingo, grab your ankle, whatever. So you can start with the right leg. You're going to have to use a bit of balance. Set up. Make sure your knees are coming together. Chest up, hips out, and you can put your arm in front of you. Don't forget to breathe. Just try to stay calm, relaxed. We're going to drop down, and we're going to switch over to the other leg. Grabbing it. Knees together, chest up, hips out, and reach forward. Drop down, shake it out a bit. Now what we're going to go on to is what I like to call Jeremy salutations. If you've ever done yoga before, you've probably heard of sun salutations. This is pretty darn close, but I added my own little twist on it to it, so I called it Jeremy salutations. So let's put our feet together. You want to stand a bit farther back on your mat, so if you walk out, hands up to Namaste. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, keeping the chest up, looking towards me. Then drop down, going as close to the ground as you can. Couple deep breaths. Inhale, come to flat back. Make sure you're going, don't have to touch the ground, but your back should be flat. Now inhale your hands down. Now follow me, this is where it becomes different. What you want to do is keep your hands to the ground, legs straight, and walk your arms out till you hit plank. Just like this. Now everything's about the same here, except for I added one move. So drop down into a push-up, elbows together, and come up into upward dog. You can put your knees down on the ground, cobra, or you can put on the top of your feet, come up to upward dog. Now this is where it becomes a little bit different as well. Go into child's pose. Just for a quick few breaths. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to downward dog. Now we're just warming up, so you should be feeling a good stretch. Get a little bit heated, maybe a little bit of sweat. If not yet, it's coming soon. Now walk the hands back to the feet, keep the legs straight. Your feet won't be quite together, but that's okay. Inhale the flat back. Exhale all the way down as far as you can. Now looking up, inhale your arms back up. Exhale down and Namaste. We're just doing that twice more, same thing. So inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward, look towards me, chest up, and drop all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Now let's walk the hands out, keeping those legs straight. Control it. Now we're dropping down, same push-up. And upward dog. Let's go to child's pose. Couple breaths. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. In downward dog, you want to try to put your butt up in the air, keeping from your butt up to your head straight, and keeping from your butt down to your heels straight. Trying to drag those heels down, trying to get those shoulders up towards your ears. Now let's walk the hands back. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale all the way down. Alright, look up, inhale up, all the way. Now exhale down and Namaste. So we got one more part of the warm-up. Then we're going to do it again, but we're going to start into our full yoga. So let's go. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale all the way down. Let's walk the hands out. Same thing. Let's go down and push up. Keeping those elbows tight. Upward dog. Let's go into child's pose. We're doing a Jeremy salutation. Let's tuck the toes. Up into upward dog. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale down. Look up. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Alright, so that's the end of our warm-up. We're going to be moving on into the full yoga video now. We're going to start with the Jeremy salutation, but we're not going to be walking our hands back. We're going to be kicking our leg up, and we're going to start going. If you don't quite understand what I mean, this is your first time doing yoga, just be a tad behind me so you can watch the video, see what we're doing here, and we're going to get going. So let's get 2 more deep breaths here. It's going to get hard. Last one. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale down. So the first part of the Jeremy salutation is the same. Inhale halfway. Exhale all the way down. Walk your hands out. Now from here on in, we never go back up to a standing position until we're done our yoga. So let's go down upward dog. Let's go to child's pose. This is where the work begins. Tuck the toes, go to downward dog. Now stay here for a sec. Watch me if you need to. What we're going to do next is you're going to bring your feet together and you're going to lift your right leg up in the sky as high as you can. So instead of walking your hands back, you're kicking a leg up. So now you can join me if you're not already joining me. What we're going to do is swing your leg through up to the floor here. So you see, swing all the way up. So now we're in runner's pose. You're just in a deep lunge. You want to go till your hands are barely touching the floor, just your fingertips. Don't forget to breathe. Feel that nice stretch in the adductors, your inner thighs, your hip flexors. Now go down into runner stretch, so put your foot and knee out to the outside. You're going down as low as you can. If you can go down to your elbows, some people can. Hands is fine. Now come back up into runner's pose, just like this. So you go from the stretch over into runner's pose. Put your hands on the ground inside your feet. What you're going to do is put your foot back to where you're in plank, like this. It's as simple as that. Now we're going back into that push-up and the upward dog. We're just going to keep doing that. Go into child's pose. We have to do the same thing on the other side. We've got 2 sides. Tuck the toes into downward dog. Feet together. Let's float that left leg up. Now we're going to swing it through. Coming into runner's pose. Again, same cues, hands barely touching. Don't have your knee going over your toes. Get it over the midline of your foot or your ankles. Back leg straight. Now we're going to runner stretch. So knee to the outside, going as low as you can. Back up to runner's pose. Hands down. Bring that foot back. Back into your push-up, the upward dog. So as you may see, my friend here has a mat. I don't. I only have 1 mat. Back to child's pose. We're on a cement floor, but as of right now, it's not really hurting too much. During the stretches and everything, I got 2 little pads here for my knees when I need it. I would recommend having a mat or a cushy floor. Tuck the toes, going to downward dog, because it could be hurting on the bones. So if you want to tough it out, you can. Feet together, right leg up. Let's swing it through. Keep in runner's pose for a sec. Let's drop that back heel down to where the heel goes this way and the front foot's going this way. What you're going to do is, keeping everything square towards me, is lift up into warrior 1. So a big thing is your body's going to want to go like this, to where you're facing this way. You want to turn, face this way, and come up. So if you need to fix, that's all good. You don't want your hips to be square to the wall over there. You want to be square to me. up. We're just holding, breathe. This is tricky, we just gotta breathe through. So now bring your hands together, lift that back heel up, down to runner's pose. Hands down, bring that back foot back. Now down to your push-up and upward dog. Again, we got two sides, we gotta do it all over again. Back to child's pose. Tuck the toes into downward dog. Bring the feet together, bring that left leg up. Now swing it through. Hold this for a couple seconds. Drop that back heel down. Again, so it's going this way across your body. Your front foot's going front to back. Simple, just lift up. Make sure your body's square to knee. Again, your body's gonna fight to get you to go this way. Make sure you're going this way, that back foot's still on the ground, legs straight. You're bending down into a lunge here. A couple more seconds. Deep breaths. Hands together, let's go down to runner's pose, back heel up. Let's slide that front foot back into plank. Down to your normal push-up. Up. See how it's kind of repetitive? Only thing changing is the move we're doing. Let's go back to child's pose. Hope you guys are feeling it because I'm sweating right now. Tuck the toes. Let's go up, downward dog. Feet together. Right leg up. Now swing it through. Runner's pose, 2 seconds or so. Drop that heel down. Let's briefly go into warrior one again. But now what we're gonna do is drop the arms back, front to back, looking towards me, where we're looking towards you. Keeping those hips square to the wall now, same with the back foot. Keeping that back leg straight. You want your shoulders to be in line with your hips. Your body's naturally gonna dig down and come towards me. You don't want that. You want your body to go straight up. Alright, now what we're gonna do, go back to warrior one. All you gotta do is swing this back arm under, up into warrior one. Let's go down, runner's pose, and foot back. Let's do the same thing we always do. Upward dog. Again, you can go on your knees, on the top of your feet. Child's pose. Good work, good work. Let's tuck the toes, downward dog. Feet together, we're gonna work on the left side now, left leg up. Let's swing it through. Runner's pose, 2 seconds. Drop that back heel, up to warrior one first for a couple seconds. Now from here, front to back, warrior two. Everything's in line here. You're just holding, that's all it is. You're not moving, you're holding, but yet this is tough. You want to make sure both arms are in line, so one arm's not up, as you see my arm in the back. Now like this, arms are straight in line, shoulders square at the hips. You're getting as low as you can with this front leg, back leg straight. Let's go, work it for you. What we're going to do again is just swing that back arm through to warrior one. Down to runner's pose. And let's slide that foot back. We're going back to part of the Jeremy salutation. Hope you're feeling this. Alright, back to child's pose. You sweating? Yeah. Let's tuck the toes. Back to downward dog. Let's kick that right leg up. And swing it through. So we're going in the same sequence. Drop that back heel down now. Up to warrior one quick. Let's go over to warrior two. Hold it again. Now straighten this front leg. Bring that back foot closer a bit. Still arms pointing out. What you want to do is kick your back hip, towards the back of the room while reaching your front arm towards me. So you can reach no further, it's too far. Drop the hand down to your leg. If you're really flexible, down to the inside or outside your leg. Lift that back arm up towards the sky and open up your chest and look up towards it. Hope you're feeling this nice stretch. Now what we're going to do to get out of this is using your core is just lift up, keeping the upper body where it is, legs still straight. Now drop that front leg down into the lunge to warrior 2. Same thing, swing through to warrior 1. Now come down, runner's pose. That's good. Alright, down to push up, upward dog. Let's go child's pose. Enjoy this child's pose, it's the easiest part of the salutation. Tuck the toes to downward dog. Alright, let's do the other side, left leg up. Now let's swing it through. Runner's pose. Drop the back heel. Up to warrior 1. Just quick. Now let's go over to warrior 2. Now let's straighten that front leg. Bring that back foot in just a bit. You're a bit more upright. Kicking that back hip towards the back of the room and this front hand towards me. I'm pointing towards you. Drop the hand down. Back arm up to the ceiling. Open up the chest. And just breathe. Couple more seconds. Now again, keeping your upper body where it is. Just lift up. Drop your front leg back down. Swing this arm through to warrior 1. Again, if you need to modify like my friend here, it's all good. Runner's pose. It gets tough, burns in your shoulders, slide that foot back. Burns in the legs. Down to your salutation. You gotta modify, it's gotta be good for you. Don't do too much that you have to quit out early. Do what you can to make it the best for you. Child's pose. Let's tuck under, downward dog. Let's lift that right heel up. Swing it through. Runner's pose. This one's gonna get a bit tricky at the end. Drop that back heel. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Now what you're doing is the same as the side stretch in the beginning. Dropping that left hand back on the leg. Front arm up. Keep it in that lunge. And go. And just breathe. Now let's go back to warrior 2. This is where it's going to get tricky. He's going to even have trouble because I didn't show him before. What you're going to do is stay in warrior 2. Drop your hand down so you're like a sideways runner stretch. Bend in that front leg. Now the hardest part of this is we're going to kick, this leg back to meet that leg, and we're being in side arm balance. So you guys just wait. This is difficult. We're only going to hold side arm balance for a bit. Watch me, what I do. So you have this hand down. You're going to kick this leg that's in front to the back. So it's just like this. Balance and go to the side. Now you guys can try. If you need to go over into plank first, go into side arm balance, that's fine. Hold for 5 more seconds. Now we're just going to drop into plank. Now we're going to go down. And we're going to do that all again on the other side. That's tricky. That's another Jeremy original. Child pose. Let's tuck the toes. Downward dog. Bring the feet together, left leg up. Let's swing through. Runner's pose. Drop that back heel down. Up to warrior one. Try to keep form for everything. To warrior two. So remember, just like the side stretch, drop your body back and reach back. I'm feeling the sweat drip. Now come back to warrior two. We're going to do the same trickiness. So now drop that hand down. You want to kick the front leg to the back into side arm balance. Again, if you need to watch me first, as I can go, that's fine. So I'm going to go, then you guys can. So bring that foot back to side and just hold. This is tricky. We're shaking, but you gotta hold. 5 more seconds. Now drop down into plank. All right, down. This is our last Jeremy salutation. Child's pose. If you complete this, congratulations. We got more to do. So we're going just like we did in the beginning. We're gonna go into downward dog. Then we're gonna walk our hands to our feet. So let's go, tuck the toes. Downward dog. Best downward dog, let's go. Let's walk the hands back. Bring the feet together. Now what I want you to do is bend your knees first. Lift your arms up and sit back into a chair. Pretend there's a chair behind you and you're sitting down in it. 10 more seconds. If you stumble, that's all good. Just get back into it. Now go back down to the ground. Straighten out the legs. Look up. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. What do you want to do next? Is we're going to wide play squat. Keeping the legs, feet pointing out, legs pointed out, and squat down. Put your arms same in warrior one. What you're going to do is touch down to your right foot. And then come up, touch down to your left foot. What we're going to do next is come up. Now lift this right heel up off the ground. You see this heel coming up. Now touch down to your right, keeping that heel up at all times. Come back up. It's going to burn your legs. It's going to be balanced. To the left. Still keeping that right heel up. Now come up. Now switch heels. Right heel down, left heel up. Down to your right. Back up. Towards your left. Back up. Now keeping that left heel up, bring that right heel up. So both heels are off the ground. Down to your right. This is tricky. This is the last move of the yoga. Up. And to the left. Up. Just hold for a couple more seconds. Both heels up. Down. And you're good. Let's grab some quick water. Just a little quick gulp. We're on to balancing next. Got a few balance moves. Then we're on to some nice stretching and we're going to take it easy after that. But balancing here is we're going to go one leg at a time. And then, so we got about 5 moves or so. Then we get to stretch. So first, we got warrior 3. One thing you would normally see in the sequence we were doing before, but I like to think of this as just a nice balance move. So let's put our left foot fully on the ground and we'll go on the tip toe of your big toe on your right foot. Now you can either put your arms in front, high, to the side, or back. I like to put my hands back. What you're gonna do is what I want you to do, bend forward first, keeping that toe up. So bend forward with me, put your arms however you want them. Now just kick that back leg up. So it's like you're Superman in the sky. You gotta balance. It's tricky. Oh, I'm falling. I'm going to catch my balance. Couple more seconds. Nice work, everybody. What I want you to do now, just bring that foot down, still bent over. Raise up. Shake it out. We're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Full right foot on the ground. Just the top of your left toe. Bend forward. Arms however you're going to use them. And kick the left leg back. All you got to do is breathe and balance. Focus on the spot. And just balance. Kicking that left leg as high as you can. If you need to bend this knee a bit, give you a little more power and strength, that's okay. Bring that down, and just come up. Next, we're going to do tree. It's a big yoga move you should see in a lot of yoga balancing parts. So the same thing, full left foot down, top of your right toe. You're going to bring that right foot into your inner thigh around your knee. It's just simple as this. And you're just going to lift your arms up. And just balance. Just stay calm and breathe. Now just drop out nice, calm. Shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring it up and reach up. Just stay calm. Put the work in the feet. Keep everything else calm. If you're wavering, if you're stumbling, that's okay. That's how your balance is going to get better. Try and keep your balance. Now let's drop out calm. Now what we're going to do, it's one thing I started off with for balancing, is you're going to spell out the ABCs with one foot. But with our right foot, we're going to spell from A to M, and then with our left foot from N to Z. All you're doing in the air with your foot is going A, B, and that's all you're doing, alright? So let's start, left leg down, let's go A to M. Right leg up, and let's go A, B, C, you should know what's next. And you just create each letter. Some letters will take longer than others. We're on H, or around there, depending on you. I, J, K, we're almost done with this leg. L, last one. Let's get a big M. Switch legs, now we're starting on N with our left leg up. And we're going to Z. This is a bit easier, but it also works right in your hip flexor from having to move your leg around. So let's go starting with N. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. This also works because you have to think while you're doing this. You don't just think, wow. Last one, Z. You're not just thinking about balancing, you're thinking about what letter you have to spell next. So next what we're going to do is, may sound silly, but hopefully you're alone or with someone that's doing the same thing as you, is you're going to do off-balance balancing. Sounds very contradictive, but in any move or any workout you're doing, if you want to get better, you have to improve on it by working on it. Balancing, doing tree here, that's nice, but say you're already good enough balance just to hold this forever. What good is that doing you? What we're going to do is you're going to purposely put yourself off balance and then try to recapture your balance. So if you're just bringing one foot up here, you can balance like this. Let's stick it out. Let's do crazy things till you get off balance and get your balance back. That's all you're doing. So you just gotta look silly. You gotta dance on one leg a little bit, and you just want to catch your balance, because how else are you gonna work your balance if you know your body's not doing anything? Just gotta work. Reach all the way down. All the way. If you're jumping around trying to catch your balance, that's good. That's what you're supposed to do. We look silly. I hope you're having a good time laughing. Alright, last couple seconds. Alright, now we're going to switch legs. Again, it sounds silly, but I think that would be the best way to work your balance, is forcing yourself to become off balance but trying to bring yourself back to balance. It's the same with the bench press. You don't get better by not bench pressing, going up and down. To bench press, you have to go down, back up. You don't just hold here, and you're not just holding here, and your bench press is going to get better. You got to bench. To get balance, you have to be off balance in order to get balance, you know? So let's do the same thing on the left leg, get silly with it. Let's just have fun. When we're doing yoga, we're done all the hard stuff other than this. So let's just do some crazy stuff. Just wiggle around. We're looking stupid, but it's okay. Oh my God, you can jump up. Jump, jump, jump. Everything where your balance is, you're almost falling, you're waving. And you gotta like throw your arms all around just to catch your balance. How else are you gonna get better? Oh, come on the toes. Oh my God. And we're good. Again, sounds silly. If you want to skip it. But trust me, it's going to be the most fun you have in this video. So next we're going to do a nice stretch before our next balance move. Is you're going to put your feet out wide again. We're going to squat even lower this time. Bring your hands down into prayer squat. Trying to sit the butt down. This is getting us prepared for what I learned is crane. My friend over here isn't quite there yet, so he's going to do child's pose, which any of you can do. I can't do crane. So this is how I've learned, and I'll show you what I've learned and how I do crane. So you're going to go down, squat down. Again, he can go to child's pose. If he wants to try, that's fine. Put your hands down flat on the ground, knees up to your triceps or your armpits. I put my triceps on my elbows. You're going to lean forward. You can go both feet at the same time or one foot. Take one toe off, and the next toe off. And just hold. If you need one toe down, that's fine. Both toes down, or both toes off. You can keep tapping. If you're going to come out, come back. I hope you're doing it. Or I hope you're in child pose, you're stretching it out. I'm going to get back into it. If you feel like you're going to fall out, fall backwards. There's been many times where I almost crushed my face, but luckily enough, I have quick enough arms to catch me. I'm a bit sweaty and slippery, so this is a bit hard. My knees are slipping off my elbows, but I'll keep going. See, like that. 10 more seconds. And for the last bit, I'm going to go to child's pose. Enjoy. This is the last hard move you're going to do of the day, so if you're still going, kudos. All right. Now we're going on to some stretching. What I want you to do, if you're in child's pose, go to child's, or at least on your hands and knees. Tuck your toes and go into downward dog. Now walk the hands back to the feet. We're just going to stay here, bring the feet together, and touch your toes. We're going to do this for some good time, then we're going to walk our hands back out and continue with our stretching. Hope you're feeling good. This is the easy part. Nice stretches. Don't forget to breathe. Deep breaths. My shirt is soaked. All right, let's walk the hands back out. Now we're going to drop the knees down. We don't have to go in the push-up, upward dog, or cobra, depending what you're doing. It's not a big push-up. Try to keep, don't have your head down and your shoulders up into your ears. Get everything up. Now we're going to lay flat on our stomach and we're going to do scorpions. So me and my buddy over here are going to high five a little. I may kick him, he may kick me. And we're going right foot first for about 20 seconds. You just reach up and go over. Try to keep your chest and both shoulders flat on the ground. Feel that through your midsection and your hip flexors. Now bring it back down, laying flat. Now we're going to switch. Take the left leg up and reach it over. Again, try to keep both shoulders, both arms fully on the ground. If you have someone beside you, try to kick them. See if you're that flexible. Neither of us are, so that's okay. Alright. Oh, let's come back. Let's go up to our hands and knees. This is where I'm going to pull out my little pads. If you have a mat, you'll need them. We're going to go into a hip flexor stretch. Let's go right leg forward. Simple as you're doing. And you're reaching up. Feel it right in there. So you're lifting your chest and your body up and a bit back. If you want a bit more, lean to the opposite side for the knee that's up and forward. Now what we're going to do is keeping this right leg forward. What you want to do is drop this knee sideways. So you're going into pigeon. So that knee sideways in front of you, and you're leaning back and you're leaning on top of it. Feel that right in the butt. If you can get low, you can get low. Oh yeah, my butt's tight. Oh. All right, let's get back up. Back to your hands and knees. Now bring your left foot forward. And go into the hip flexor stretch. Raising your body up. Pushing your hips forward into that leg. Don't go down into it. It's in your hips. You're pushing hips forward. Oh. Feels nice just to stretch after that work. Again, you can lean to the front leg, lean to that side, get a bit more of a stretch. Now what we're going to do is drop that leg over the side, and we're going into pigeon. Oh, yeah. Go as low as you can, don't overstretch, you don't want to hurt yourself. Oh, that's a good feeling. You can go down on your elbows, and hold. Just make it work for you. Just breathe still, deep breaths. Alright, let's come back up to your hands and knees. Now, if you're on your mat, lengthwise, I want you to turn sideways. So, friend here, you can turn face me. If you want, you can roll up each side of the mat, get a little bit more protection. So just roll it, get a little bit extra thickness. What we're going to do is we're going to go into frog. It's kind of like a semi-split. You're on your hands and knees, but you're taking your knees out. Your feet are behind your knees. Just get into it. You just go as wide as you can. Drop your feet down the side. And what I want you to do is go down to your elbows and push your butt back. And just hold. This is tough. It's like you're doing close to a split. Hope you guys are doing it right. If you can, get your butt back. Get your groin as close to the ground as you can. And just stay here. We're into it. We're just chilling. You can wiggle a bit. We're going to be here for a while. Just getting a nice stretch. Feel it in your inner thighs. Again, if you've ever done a split, you know where it's stretching. You want to create a 90 degree from your knees. So you don't want your feet coming in to where they're touching. You want them to be spread out. A couple more seconds. Now to come out of this, I want everyone to go forward. Reach forward and then come out. Oh. We're going into cat stretch, so you can just go on your hands and knees. Like normal. Knees under your hips. Hands under your shoulders. Now, Going with the breath, inhale, lift your butt up and your head up. So you're like a cat. Get a nice big arc down in your stomach. Now exhale and do the opposite. Head and butt down, mid back up. Back, inhale, head, butt up. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale, go down, head, butt down. Inhale back up. Last time. Exhale down. Now while you're on your hands and knees, I want you to take your hands and turn them so like they're facing you like this. Put them towards the ground, on the ground. So take them like this, everyone with me. Sit up straight, put your hands out like this. Like you're looking at the inside of your hands. Just drop them down like this, like you're doing the bottom of a bicep curl, and put them to the ground. Now from here, what I want you to do is just sit back. We're stretching out the forearms here. Some people, like my friend over here, have some nice flexibility in their forearms. I don't have that much. If you feel in your wrists, you can always turn your wrist sideways and go side to side. But if your wrists are good, scan here and just stretch it out. Those forearms, they take everything. If you're holding something, those forearms are working. If you're closing your fists, those forearms are working. We got to treat them nice, you know? They do a lot for us. All right, so what we're gonna do is have some fun. We're gonna attempt to do a front and back split with each leg. So start with your left leg forward, right knee on the ground. If you need to pad up more on your thing, that's fine. What you're gonna do is straighten out that front leg and drive it as far forward as you can. You can hold the ground to kind of balance yourself. You go as close to a stretch as you can. You should feel this in your hamstring and in your inner thighs. You see me off screen, I'm kind of all over the place here. Trying to straighten out that front leg, put that heel into the ground, and you're just holding. Some people may be able to actually do a split. If you can, teach me. That'd be cool to do. You always think you're flexible, then you do stuff like this and you find that you're not that flexible. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do a split. Oh, so let's bring that foot back. Oh. Now let's switch knees. Left knee down, right heel out. Now you may be able to actually see me. Straighten out that leg and try to push it out as far as you can. Oh. Work into it, you know, you got a bit of time. Oh. Hope you guys are feeling this. Oh. Right in the hamstring, the hip flexor, that inner thigh. Oh. Go as low as you can. If you can go lower than us, please do. Don't let us hold you back. Alright, let's bring that foot back. Ooh. Alright, now we get to sit on our butt. It's about time, isn't it? Just get to sit down. Now, we're going to go into butterfly with your groin stretch. Grabbing at the ankles of the feet. Bring them in as close as you can to your groin. And then with your elbows, push your knees down. Oh, and just feel that gorgeousness in your thighs and your groin. Oh, that's a stretch. Still trying to bring those heels as close as you can to your groin while also pushing those knees down. After all that yoga, this feels nice. Hope you're getting a good stretch out of this. We only have a couple more stretches. And we're almost done this video. Good work today, guys. It's not quite over, but you did the hard work. Alright, now legs are going to go straight out in front of you. Feet together. Want you to flex your feet, and by that I mean push your toes and bring your toes towards you. So you want them trying to point back to you. You don't want them pointing towards me here. So you see I'm pointing them towards you. Point them towards yourself. So I'm pointing them towards me, you point them towards you. We're going to do sit up straight. We're doing sit up straight. Like straight body. What I want you to do is just inhale. And then exhale down. Going as far to your feet as you can. I like to grab under my ankles because then I can pull myself. I'm able to reach down to my toes and around the outside of my feet. That's something you can do. You can grab your toes, you grab the outside of your feet, you can work your way down, grab your heels. If you're flexible enough, you can wrap around, interlock your fingers. I like to grab my ankles because then I can pull myself better. You want a mixture of going down as well as going forward towards your toes. Put it in your chest, not your head. Put your chest down on an angle towards your heels. Again, toes, outside, all the way down. Let's get a couple more seconds in. I'm going to hold the outside of my feet. Oh, that's nice. Okay, release. Hope those hands feel good. So now what we're going to do is bridge is what I learned it. Some gymnastics, some other yoga call bridge, what I call wheel. What we're going to do is just up on your shoulders, this kind of bridge. If you've seen it before, you can start. What you do is put your shoulders, your head on the ground, bring your heels close to your butt, hands down beside you, and just lift your hips up as high as you can. Only your shoulders and head should be on the ground. So this is what I call a bridge. I don't know what some other people may call it. Now what some people can do, I can't, so I won't try to show you, is if you put your hands down beside you like this, then lift up, and just try to go as high as you can there. I'm going to stay down in this bridge. I call that wheel what I just did. You may call that bridge. If you can do that, do that. I'll show you again. So put your hands beside your head, like this. Lift those hips up and push up. I can't do that. I'm going to stay down here. If you're in wheel, hold. If you're in bridge, hold. If you're in wheel, come back down to this position of bridge. Now from here, just drop the butt to the ground. Now we're going to go into a big yoga move that they call side stretch, or not side stretch, shoulder stand. There's two S's in those, so that's how I got it mixed up, don't worry. So what you're going to do, this is how I like to do it. I like to kind of hold underneath. You're going to roll back and stand up on your shoulders. If you need to roll up your mat or get a pillow or something for your head so you don't feel so much pressure, that's fine. But if you need to watch me first, so you just roll. Oh, see, I need to roll again. Get some nice momentum. And you just come up in those hands on your lower back. And those legs straight up as you can. And just hold. If you need to put your legs out a bit, just for a different stretch, it's fine. Now what I want you to do is drop your right leg back, down. Scissor in the legs. Bring that right leg back up, and drop the left leg down. Left leg back up, and put both legs down. Control it so you don't break your neck. You won't break your neck, don't worry. Don't be scared by that. Again, watch me if you don't know what we're doing. Lift the legs up back to the sky. And just hold here. Now drop the knees down around the ears and just roll out. That's all you're gonna do. Slowly, in control. Come out. We really got 2 more moves, stretches, then we get to, die a little. We're gonna do a side twist, next. So you're gonna lay back flat, right leg out, curl that left leg in, and pull it towards your chest. Now take your right hand and put it on the outside of your left leg. Now pull it over. Trying to keep that left shoulder on the ground and trying to bring that that left knee, as close to the ground as you can. And just hold. You can look the opposite way of where your knee's going if you don't want to look where the pain is. There's no pain. We're just stretching. Don't forget to breathe. Now bring that knee back. Straighten up the left leg. And bring in that right leg. Now take that left hand, put it on the outside, and pull over. Keeping that right shoulder on the ground, trying to drive that left knee to the ground. Deep breaths. That feels nice. Alright, we're on to our last stretch, and it's called Happy Baby. So what you're going to do is you can start from sitting or laying down, is you want your elbows to go on the inside of your legs, your knees, but grab the outside of your feet. So you grab on the outside part of your feet, you can roll back like this, so roll back, and then take those legs out like you're kind of in a squat, and pulling with your arms, your knees down to the ground. Not your feet like this, don't do this. Keeping your feet in line with your knees, and pull the knees down, and you can rock or just stay. That's all you're doing. Because you're looking like a baby. You get it? You're a happy baby. Oh, in the almost fall sometimes, but that's okay. So drive those knees down. Don't cave at the feet. Feel that in your inner thighs. This is our last stretch of the day, boys and girls. Doesn't it feel nice? Alright, and release. Just put your feet flat out on the ground. And we're going into corpse pose. So what you're going to do is just make everything like you're dead or asleep. Lay back, close your eyes, and just breathe deep. Make sure nothing's tense. I'm going to stay quiet for a full minute while we do this, so just let everything rest, starting now. Alright, start wiggling the fingers and the toes, make your body come alive. Still breathing deep. Then flex the feet, flex the quads, lift your arms overhead and lock your fingers. Get a nice stretch like you're in the morning, you just woke up. Oh, that was nice. So we're just going to end off in a nice cross-legged seated position. Stretching out just kind of your butt muscles again, all the little muscles there in your butt. And we're just going to hang out. Sorry about the little jump cut. The video stopped recording just right at the end there, but we thought we should finish it off so you're not just left hanging. So we're just hanging out here for a little bit, making sure those knees are going down towards the ground. Body straight up. You guys did great today. Nice work. Alright, see you. That's the end. Namaste.